Happy Earth Day, everyone. I am a few minutes late today because Marina and I were trying to get connected and hooked up for her to do a beautiful prayer for us, and we just could not get the sound to work. So we are going to miss out on having her today, but I just want to send my thanks for her willingness. And I am going to come up with something on the fly, which I always love to do. So I'd love to make sure that everyone is connected and able to hear me. So if you're here and you want to send a little hello or an emoji, that would be awesome. And yeah, let's go ahead and get ourselves comfy cozy. I know for myself, I'm feeling my days are like whenever I have a really active day, the next day seems to be followed by a kind of more quiet, harder to get focused day. And I'm feeling like that's the energy of today. So we will drop into that dreamier place. And so I'm going to invite you to go ahead and close your eyes. And so whenever I hear the words Earth Day, my response always feels like every day is Earth Day. Or wouldn't it be wonderful if everyone treated every day as if it was Earth Day? And so I'd love you to feel yourself making a connection to our Mama Earth. And to perceive her from that place of view, that point of view of her being a living, breathing being. And this morning I was really aware as some workers from the natural gas company were working on the line and digging into the earth, just how much we impact her. And so I would like to invite you as a living, breathing being who is living courtesy as a guest on Gaia's home. For you first just to tune into any natural sounds you might be able to hear in your environment. You can hear some birds singing. And if you don't have access to natural sounds to picture and imagine your favorite natural sound, I can hear my wind chimes blowing gently. And if you could lend your breath to Mother Earth, if you could really take some deep, calming breaths on her behalf. And knowing that we are one with all beings in the universe. To speak to her energetically from your heart, your soul. What is that message that you would most want to share with her? Perhaps it's one of love or gratitude or compassion. Maybe there's some element of forgiveness, on behalf of yourself or all humans. And just checking in with how you have been interacting with her, whether you've been honoring and respecting and caring for her, or whether there was some action or some thought or some energy that you're feeling a shift, and how you do want to walk upon her earth. And I can often feel that relationship between how I treat my own body, whether I speak to myself with kindness and compassion, and how I interact with Mother Earth. Even the thoughts or the words I use contributing to the ears of those around me and to the energetic atmosphere that is in relationship to her on the surface of the earth. And so if you could just infuse each breath, so as there's this exchange of energy between you breathing in for oxygen and you releasing some carbon dioxide, that you can infuse your breath with your gratitude and your love for her. And I'm envisioning that the molecules of breath that come out of my body are bumping into all the molecules in my room. When I open the door, they bump into all the molecules on our land. And with the help of the wind, that this energy starts flowing around the planet and connecting up with each one of us who is dreaming this dream of a more harmonious new earth. And that we're actually infecting the air with love. And peace, and trust, and patience. And let's picture that all of our thousands, millions of breaths can eventually circle and blanket this planet. so that a new dream takes root. And just like so many of us have felt our shoulders drop as we've been slowing down, that metaphorically Gaia, Mama Earth, can exhale as she feels us working in partnership with her. For all of you who are listening to the sound of my voice, imagining that a molecule of your breath has reached my lungs and a molecule of my breath has reached your lungs. And that this exchange of love has infused our bodies, our breath, our hearts, our minds, so that it's exponentially stronger. And then I'd like you to picture that your breath has reached the breath of someone you love. And that with their next inhale, that they've felt the warmth and generosity of your love being shared with them. So that when they exhale, that they pass it on to the next person they interact with. And in this way, we create this beautiful network and web of humans breathing love. And then the next breath that you exhale, it meets the breath of someone who you find challenging, someone you have some kind of tension or conflict, or maybe you disagree with the way they've been choosing to act during the pandemic. And that by realizing you're both breathing the same air, you have similar deep-rooted desires of wanting to be safe and fed and sheltered, secure, that you soften, and as your breaths mingle, there's an opening and a gentleness. Even if it's just one molecule, a molecule less. And then finally, just picturing that your next breath can blanket a whole area, a whole situation, a whole town, a whole street, that you can direct your breath and intent to whatever specific focus your heart is calling for. And then just taking another few breaths with your focus on your own body, checking in to see how you feel. After sending love to Gaia, to yourself, to other humans. Just bringing some gentleness back into an open-eyed state. And as I was speaking, some words were coming to me. From the Braiding Sweetgrass book I was reading. And I just wanted to share this thought with you, that one of our responsibilities as humans is to walk in such a way that each step is a greeting to Mother Earth. And so just picturing that image, that as we get up and start to move around in our lives, that we walk in such a way that each step is a greeting to Mother Earth. And I would add to that, that we breathe as if each breath is a greeting to Mother Earth. And so I would just invite us to carry that energy, not just today on Earth Day, but through all of our days. And I feel like there's this new relationship being created between us humans and Gaia and Mother Earth. And many of us have had a connection and relationship for many years, and now many others of us are awakening to this kind of energy, this kind of way of being. And so it's just my intent that this kind of consciousness is spreading all throughout our planet. And I just want to thank each one of you for contributing to that and nurturing that inside of yourself and inside of your home and inside of your community. And so as always, I just want to make an invitation to you that if there's someone in particular you want us to hold in thoughts or prayers, you're welcome to put their name in the comments. And if there's anyone who you feel can use this meditation prayer today, then feel free to also tag them. I'm going to be on for the next 2-3 days till Friday. And then I'm really feeling this inspiration to share my vision, which is around having fully shining women leading our world. And starting next week, I'm going to be doing some Facebook Lives and some offerings around that. So I would love for you to join me, and I'll send out some more details as they come to me. So thank you everyone for joining us. Tomorrow we are doing a new moon ceremony at 3 p.m. Eastern Time, New York time. And I'll put a link for that in the comment box. And if you have some offering that's free and you want other people to be able to share it or join in, then please feel free to add that into the comments as well. Okay, take care everyone. Lots of love. Keep breathing.